He's gotten the heat off of his back, off of his shoulders as well. I just think they're a better football team right now. Now, Georgia, they will rebuild it. Year one of that new regime. And they're certainly a talented group. I just think Auburn's a little bit better. Give me Auburn, lay the 10.5.
Wow, for the second week in a row, you and I are complete agreement on all of our picks. This never happened.
Let's see.
It's time now for the Callaway Cavaliers Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on WELR Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now live to the showroom of Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Callaway Cavaliers football.
Welcome here. Welcome to Saturday Morning Quarterback Live at Kia of LaGrange. Coleman Vice here with you with Coach Pete Wiggins. And I tell you what, Coach, man, playoff wins are tough to come by. But you know what? Y'all had a great first round, and you just got to put a smile on your face. You went through the season undefeated, and that is such a huge feat. And then to keep it together and start the playoffs the way y'all did, you're warming up to where you need to be to make the kind of run you're looking for. Me personally, sitting off to the sidelines and watching, it's been a blast.
Well, I'm really proud of our kids for their work ethic throughout the season, and so much goes into getting to a playoff game and to the Friday nights. And there's so much work, the practice and camps and time, and when you get to the field on Friday nights, it's so special. And then to go through the season undefeated and to get into the playoffs, it's just a great feeling on Friday nights down on the field, and to see the kids perform and see all the hard work pay off. Really proud of our kids. I'm proud of our group of seniors. We've got 9 kids that have led our team this whole year, and I'm excited about them and excited for our community.
Yeah, the score last night was 55-20. It doesn't sound as competitive as it was because it was an excellent game, and finally Callaway took control in late parts of the game. But I tell you what, Model had a good team and should be very proud of their season as well. We'll come back and talk more about that game and of course what happens next. As just to go ahead and give you a spoiler alert, the next game is at Callaway Stadium this Friday night, and it's going to be a well of a ball game as well. All right, we'll be right back as we're live here at Kia of LaGrange on the showroom here in Lafayette Parkway. Y'all come back and join us on Saturday Morning Quarterback Callaway Edition.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Join us this month in participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices in all new Kias, like the 17 Kia Forte for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Forte is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19075.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Dylan under center takes a snap, fakes a give, and he's got Michael Freeman wide open touchdown. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers. Beautiful throw by Dylan to Michael Freeman.
Great job. And when I saw Michael come in at the tight end and replace, I don't remember who was out there at tight end. When he was inserted, the first thing I thought about was we're going to sneak him out in the end zone right there. So great play.
I tell you what, it was a lot of great plays last night, Coach, and I tell you, you had a good team effort. The defense came out and did what they needed to do. Offense was I tell you, it's some beautiful pass plays, and watching the receivers gain separation and get catches, get big catches and yards after the catch, things that you just got to have in a game like that.
Well, we always say big-time players make big-time plays in big-time situations, and last night I felt like that we had a lot of kids do that. Braylon Sanders had one of the best games of his career, and he's had a lot of good ones last night. Had some big catches, and once he got the ball, he was really explosive in space. Michael Freeman, another big game out of him on both sides of the ball. Mike just keeps making play after play, game after game. I mean, he, on the offensive side, had some big catches for us, some big blocks, and then on the defensive side, some really big hits and really running to the ball and doing a great job on special teams as well. So Mike had another big game. Dylan Johnson at quarterback, he's a great leader and just a competitor. Made some great throws last night, and he's staying in the pocket against a lot of heavy pressure. I mean, Model's got a good football team. They came in, 7-3 record, and one of the best seasons they've had, and they really had a good team, and presented us some problems up front. And we early in the game we missed some stunts, and Dylan got some pressure, but we kept plugging, and offensively we really got to clicking, and we were able to put points on the board. And defensively, again, I mentioned Mike Freeman, another big game out of LaShawn Terrell, Thomas Hodge, Jamie Sellers, Keegan Woods on the defensive line. Those guys played well. Quay Hines, Jonathan Leonard, Kedrick Ramsey, Dominique Copeland, Courtney Williams, Kobe Jackson. Those guys really they played well against a really good offense. They had a good scheme, and their quarterback was a really good player. Probably top three best players that we've seen this year. And I want to wish that young man, I hope he gets well. He went out in the first.
Well, for people that don't know, what was it, second quarter, right? Yeah, it was
late second quarter. His last name is Eldridge, number 8, but got a good report from their head coach last night. He actually made it back to the game. So made it back to the game. His lower back was bruised. But anyway, you hate to see anybody go out with an injury. But he's a really good football player.
Yeah,
but
I think he got toppled and came down on his head or shoulders funny, and of course medical staff did a great job. They stopped everything, took their time, did their job right, got him checked out, and I'm very glad to hear he made it back to the ball game, and other than being not feeling very good today, probably he came out of that hopefully pretty well. But yeah, you're right. It's you want to play hard. You want to have all the things that go along with the game. But those injuries are just something you want to try to avoid. And that's part of the reason y'all work so hard on conditioning and teaching how to hit and how to fall and all that stuff.
Such a big part of the game, and as far as your conditioning program and how you practice as far as preventing injuries. And I feel like our coaches do a good job with that. I feel like they do a great job with that, and I feel like our kids do a great job with that too. It's just important because we want to play a lot of games, and a season is really long, and to ultimately to keep winning, you guys have got to be on the field, and again, that preparation is crucial. But I went through some of the defensive guys last night on the offense. Again, I mentioned Braylon Sanders, but up front, our offensive line did a good job last night. KJ, Jalen Moss, LT, Curtis, and Big Tex at tight end. Duffy had a good game. Everett Duffy, Nathan Sapp, and of course Mike got reps at tight end. So Coach Boatman did a great job rotating people at receiver. DQ had a touchdown catch last night. A great job out of him. I talked about Dylan a little earlier. Jabrell Jackson and DJ Adkins. Jabrell, another big solid game out of him at fullback, and just paving the way for DJ. And of course Jabril had a couple big runs, but DJ explosive. He's really quick and does a great job letting the play develop in front of him. And another big game out of DJ Atkins last night.
Yeah, folks, I tell you what, it's going to be a fun game. They won last night, 55-20 over Model, and now they'll take on Brooks County, South Georgia School, on Friday night at Callaway Stadium. I tell you what, because y'all work so hard during the regular season, you don't have to travel. Luckily, you're at home until the Georgia Dome, and of course, we know there's one game at a time, and you want to take advantage of what you have earned. You've got to keep winning. But of course, it's a big deal to have the game at Callaway Stadium. So many things we take for granted when you don't have to travel. You can do more work. You've got more. You know where everything is. You don't have to do as much research. And that means the other team has to do all those things. So another advantage and a big deal. Come out this Friday night and cheer on the Callaway Cavaliers. And we're going to come back here in just a second. We want you to come by here and get some Chick-fil-A biscuits, have a chance to spend some time with us, get you a cup of coffee, see about picking out a new Kia here at Kia of LaGrange. And they've got the showroom full, and the salespeople are ready to go and work with you. So come see us here at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange as we're doing and having a great time talking about Callaway Cavalier football on Saturday morning quarterback on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Join us this month in participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices in all new Kias, like the 17 Kia Forte for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Forte is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19075.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Here's the shotgun snap. Dillon drops straight back. Throws across the middle. He's got Michael Freeman with a one-handed catch and gets across the goal line. What a catch by Michael Freeman. No flags, Andrew?
I didn't say a word. I was scanning for flags. But, hey, we overcame the flags, overcame some mistakes. And was
I just mentioned to you, Michael Freeman was uncovered right there.
Yeah.
And they just flipped him to the other side. He stayed uncovered, and he run that seam route right up the middle.
Well, I tell you what, with a big win over Model 55-20 on Friday night at Callaway Stadium, Callaway now gets prepared. For their next event, which is Brooks County, and they're going to be coming to Callaway Stadium this Friday night. It's going to be a fun game. Atmosphere, fan participation was great this week, but you got to keep it up, guys. You got to keep coming out, cheering on the Cavaliers. It gets harder every week, and it's going to be another fun game. And Brooks County is a team that has played all the big boys and have seen some great football, and they'll be coming in here ready to take on the Cavaliers. Well, it's something that I'm sure this never happens with you, but during the week we end up sitting around talking football, and of course we were talking about the different teams, and it's amazing how many people come into the station, and then all of a sudden when I turn around we got 5 people from all different parts of the city sitting around talking football in our front lobby, and that's kind of what happened this week. And that was one thing they were talking about, how that they were complaining that they have seen coaches get so conservative as the playoffs go along and their play calling, because they want to try to be protective. Last night, I think y'all couldn't have been more open, and more aggressive. And it was a lot of fun to watch. And that goes back to your coaching staff and having confidence in the players and letting them do what they do.
Well, going through our coaches, first of all, I want to say we, as a head coach, I'm very fortunate to have the group of guys that we have on our staff, and it's a great group of men. They're great leaders. They care about our kids. They care about our school, and just a great group of men. But on the offensive side of the ball, Matt Napier is our offensive coordinator, and he does a great job. And I worked for his dad a long time, way back when up in North Georgia. But anyway, Coach Napier does a great job calling plays and working with our quarterbacks and our entire offense. Our running backs coach is Coach Matt Neighbors, and Coach Neighbors does a great job with those kids. He's excited, and he's a former Cavalier, and it's always great to get. And we got several of them on staff. I want to mention their names, but Coach Neighbors does a great job. Coach Boatman coaches our tight ends, and Coach Boatman's also a former Cavalier, and he does a great job with those kids. He teaches down at Hogansville Elementary, and then Coach Donay are receivers, and Coach Donay and Coach Napier grew up together. They went to the same high school, and they're really close, and as we all are. But he does a phenomenal job with our wide receivers, and back in the day, he's got an impressive highlight tape. I remember when I went and worked for Coach Napier up in North Georgia, I watched Coach Donay's highlight tape from his senior year, and it was really impressive. But on the defensive side of the ball, Coach Dusty Hubbard, he calls our plays, our defense. He has a lot of checks each week, and Coach Hubbard, I mentioned last week that he just coaches with so much passion, and he gets excited out on the field, and he does a phenomenal job, and again, a great leader of our defense. Our inside linebackers coach is Coach Deano Martin. Coach Martin, he coaches alongside me in PE department, and he does a great job. He's also our girls basketball coach, and Coach Martin does a great job with our inside linebackers. Coach Jamal Bruce, he's another former Cavalier. Seems like yesterday he was out there on the field with his hand down in the grass and running our defense, and then he went on and had a great career at Duke University, and it's great to have Coach Bruce back with us. And Coach Hayes, he's kind of the old guy on the staff, and been around for a long time, and he coaches our safeties, and Coach Hayes does a great job, and he's also our head basketball coach, but our boys basketball coach. But a great group of men, and like I said, they love our kids. They believe in what we do, and they do a great job at our school. But going back to just people, I want to say a big thank you for Rosemont. They provided our pregame meal yesterday, and week in and week out, I always say how special it is, and just saying it, I don't feel like does it justice sometimes. It's just for our kids, it's very special. And Mr. James Skipworth spoke to our kids yesterday, and he did a great job. And he came in and spoke to our kids for a while in the locker room. And it's always special to have that fellowship and be able to eat with the team. And again, a big thank you to those individuals that have provided a pre and post game meal. Miss Margaret Nation had us cupcakes when we got back last night, and again, I want to say thank you to her. There's so many people that's involved with making it a big picture, making it go round, and you never can say thank you enough. But there's so many individuals that make it special, and I just want to say thank you for all those involved with it.
Yeah, I tell you, I mean, everything from stuff like that to y'all have a volunteer, I presume, that come up there and put the banners out on the stadium, and the flags up, and the stuff around the goalpost and all that stuff, and all that makes it all look awesome. And I tell you, I really dig what y'all been doing, and I love the home of the Cavaliers banner and the flags. It's all cool.
I want to mention that, and that's Colonel Craig and Chief Lamb with our ROTC. Each week they put those banners up and take them down, and they do a great job at our school, and I appreciate them for what they do, and just a great appreciation. Also, Coach McDonald, she's our student council advisor, and she does a phenomenal job getting our student body out on the field at the games, and just a big thank you to those individuals. At this point, we've had 20 different individuals / businesses / churches provide us either with a pre or post game meal, 20 different ones. Wow. And that just is a great testimony of the support from the community, and it's powerful. And again, when I say thank you here, and again, it's just a sincere thank you, because people just don't know the value of that to our school and our program.
Oh, I mean, it is huge, and we were talking about away games and planning and all that stuff. That same thing with meals. If you had to go out and find a place to carry the guys or bring food in, that's more time that's taken away from the coaches, and of course, ultimately, you're there to make a difference in these kids' lives, and that's having a chance to have conversations and head them in a direction. And by these people doing all these side jobs and side things, give you a chance to do what coaches need to do, and it's very cool. And of course, the other thing is, as we're going to the playoffs, every week is one they didn't really plan on doing, and they're really having to step up too. And so everybody's stepping up their game here as we're going through the playoffs. Let's take another break. We'll come right back talking with Coach Pete Wiggins of the Cavaliers, and of course they won last night, 55-20, big win over Model, and they're getting ready for Brooks County coming up this Friday night, Callaway Stadium. Kickoff will be 7:30, and we'll have pregame on 96.9 and on the World Wide Web at Eagle 102.3 at 6:30. Sorry, 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And so we'll have them on the air at the end, but the kickoff at 7:30. So make sure you go out and enjoy a fun ball game on Friday night. All right, now we'll be right back as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback live at Key of LaGrange right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. Join us this month in participating in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society by donating a portion of our sales to them. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices in all new Kias, like the 17 Kia Forte for as low as $15,900. If you're looking for a stylish car with great gas mileage, the Forte is perfect for you. Stop by and see us, beards and all, or visit us online at keyoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19075.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
All right, here's first and goal from the 8 now. Dylan under center. Takes a snap, gives it to Jabril right up the middle. He lowers his head in for a Cavalier touchdown. Jabril Jackson. And just like that, Andrew, 34-13. And we only took about 40 seconds off the clock.
Well, we didn't eat the time like I wanted to, but hey, I'll take it. What do we talk about coming out at halftime? Are we going to see bad Callaway or good Callaway? We came out, Callaway, huge play from DJ Atkins on the kickoff return. Nice run by Cartavius Bigsby, and then Jabril Jackson finishes it off right there.
Yeah, a big play. That's coming. I mean, you want to talk about setting the tone. The last couple plays at the end of the half, and then coming out in the second half. was just amazing, and did a great job of setting the tone for the second half. And honestly, that's when things started really for Model going and realizing that they're fighting behind the 8 ball. But they still fought, man. They still came out and scored and was being making sure they showed that we belong here in the playoffs and look good. All right, they won. Callaway won last night, 55-20. And Coach, I know I want to thank Brandon Brooks, who's been here on Saturday Morning Quarterback this year, and of course he's out this week, but hopefully he'll be back next week. But there's always special people that you got to thank. It's just amazing how the list just keeps growing.
It sure is. And last night, Jonathan Pike, he filled in for Brandon announcing the game, and he was excited, and he did a phenomenal job last night. And I just want to say thank you to Jonathan. He's a former Cavalier, and he spoke to our team earlier in the year and did a great job. And you could just tell he was excited, and it meant a lot to him last night. And I appreciate him. I want to say thank you to Officer Har. He works with our kickers and our special teams, and again, week in and week out, he does so much for our program. And great appreciation to Officer Har and his wife, who also provides us the coaching staff with brownies after every ball game, and they're the real deal. Anyway, everybody's kind of fighting over the brownies, but including myself. But again, thank you to Officer Har and what he does for our program. Coach Trey Tucker. Trey is again another guy behind the scenes. He was up early this morning, up helping our flipping laundry and taking care of our uniforms, and he left late last night, and he'll be over most of the day, throughout the day, working on equipment and whatnot at the facility. And again, he always gets us to and from safe, and I don't have things to worry about because he takes care of it. And again, a big thank you to Coach Trey Tucker and all the years he's been around a long time. I think he's been working for Callaway for 33 years, and that's very special. But also Officer Johnson, our school resource officer, and just to see a man walk up and down the hallway and take pride in what he does and every day, and just to see the relationships he has with the kids, and that's in our school building, but that's also on the field. And I appreciate his efforts for making our school and our programs better. Adam Sledge, Adam works at the school with us, and he takes care of our facilities, and he films for us on Friday night. He and his dad, Mr. Sledge, they do a great job and do a whole lot for us. And again, I hope Adam's listening. I want to say thank you to Adam and his dad for what they do. Always Miss Cindy Stevens, she's working behind the scenes, getting these pre and post game meals lined up for us, and she's always in the mix, working, and it kind of goes unnoticed. But I notice it, but a lot of folks don't, and I appreciate her. And Miss Sheila Allen, again, Miss Sheila, I tell a lot of people she's one of the best coaches on our staff. She's a phenomenal individual, and I appreciate her for everything she does. But back to our game last night, it was a great effort. We beat a good football team. Model does. They've had a great season. They've got a good coaching staff, and Coach Powers had his team ready to play. They came in, with an impressive record as far as who they've played, and their losses came against really good opponents. They had a big win over Northwest Whitfield earlier in the season, and Northwest Whitfield is still going in 4A, and they're in the second round of the 4A playoffs, and Model had beaten them earlier in the year. But again, their three losses came to three teams that are still playing in the playoffs too. So a great football team. Hats off to them. I hope again, we mentioned the quarterback Eldridge. I hope he's better. I hate to see any young man hurt. I hope that all the kids that played last night get over little bumps and bruises and ready to go today. But big fan base last night. I want to say thank you to our fans, week in and week out. All the red and black shirts up in those bleachers are so special to our kids, our band, our cheerleaders, Mr. Wamsley, Coach Turner, for all the work that they do. Again, there's really not enough time to mention everybody, but I'm trying. But there's so many people that make things go around and make it very special on Friday nights.
Folks, I got to tell you, we're going to be getting another Saturday morning quarterback next Saturday, and of course another game on Friday night as Callaway Cavaliers will be taking on Brooks County at Callaway Stadium this Friday night. Kickoff at 7:30. Get there early. Bring your shakers. And matter of fact, I was walking down to the stadium last night. There was shaker debris everywhere, and I was like, man, it looks like there's been a party here tonight. And so replenish your shakers and come on out and have a good time. It's going to be a great ball game. And I tell you what, Coach, it's but just keep having fun, and I know that y'all will, and I'm looking forward to Friday night. It's going to be another blast of a ball game.
Well, I know we're getting low on time right here. I always want to say good morning and good morning to my daddy. I know he's listening in Ranburne, Alabama. I hope Rick is, but I'll give him a call a little bit later on. And I also want to say thank you to Coach Eric Woods. Coach Woods is, I mentioned Trey Tucker for the years of service, and Coach Hayes as far as guys that have been around a long time, but Coach Woods he's been around a long time, and he's always there day in and day out doing a lot of things that folks really don't know. And again, a big thank you to Coach Woods. And all the former Cavaliers had Jeffrey Cameron show up last night and was on the sideline. When he came to see me yesterday, and it meant a lot to me. He's a special young man in the tradition of Callaway football, but got to see a lot of former Cavaliers last night, and it means a lot, and it's really special for our program.
Yeah, you'll probably see even more this Friday night too, and especially on the. I won't talk advanced. All right, folks, come on out and join us at Callaway Stadium this Friday night. Cavaliers will be taking on Brooks County at Callaway Stadium. And until then, we'll see you back here on the radio then. And for Coach Pete Wiggins and me, Coleman Weiss, and filling in for Brandon Brooks, we'll see you back here for another edition of Saturday Morning Quarterback next week, right here live at Key of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway.
Cavaliers, Key of LaGrange.